Hello students, today we will discuss about a topic on GE3 real analysis, which is real analysis. We will discuss today about the bounded set, when we call a bounded set. To understand the concept of bounded set, we need to explain what is bounded above and what is bounded below. So what is a bounded above set? This is a definition you need to remember. Bounded above set is subset S of real number is said to be bounded above if there exists a real number K such that every member of S is less than or equal to K. Then we call it a bounded above set. What is the meaning of this? That means we have a collection of elements which is a set, which is a subset of real number, and there exists a member K, and all member of that set, if X belongs to S, then X is less than or equal to K. If X is in S, then X is less than or equal to K. That means there is an element K such that every element of S is less than or equal to K. That means there is an upper bound of the set, but we are not saying anything about the lower bound. It may be not bounded below, but it is set. If this condition is satisfied, we call that a bounded above set. A set is bounded above if every element of S is less than or equal to some fixed number K. Then K is said to be an upper bound. K is said to be an upper bound. If K is a upper bound, then any real number greater than K is also an upper bound because it satisfies the definition of upper bound. What is an upper bound? If every element of S is less than K, then we call it an upper bound. Then if a real number K1 is greater than K, then K1 also satisfies that every element of S is less than K1, so K1 is also an upper bound. Similarly, all real number greater than K is also an upper bound. So what we are getting? We get an infinite number of upper bound. If we call that collection a set, then we get a set of upper bound. Okay, that we will discuss later. So if a set is bounded above, then every element is less than or equal to K. And if a set is bounded above, then we are getting another set associated with it, that set of upper bound, which is also an infinite set. It is the set of upper bounds, all K and all real number greater than K. K and all real number greater than K. We call that collection a set of upper bound. Okay. And a subset is bounded above in this way. Similarly, we define a set to be bounded below. A set S is said to be bounded below if there exists a real number K such that every member of S is greater than or equal to K. K is a number which is at the lower end of the set, such that every element of S, X is an element of S, then X is greater than K. K is less than or equal to K. So K will be a lower bound. No element less than K belongs to S. No element less than K belongs to S. Then we call that K to be a lower bound. Now again, if a set is bounded below, then we can associate another infinite set. If K is a lower bound, then any real number less than K, K1, K2, K3, suppose we take K1, K2, K3, etc., which are less than K, then K1 is a number such that every X is greater than K1. K2 is a number such that every K2 is less than X when X belongs to S. So all these are a lower bound. So how many elements are there? There are infinite elements. So if we collect all these elements and constitute a set, we call that set of lower bound. Okay, set of lower bound. And when we call a set bounded below, if there exists a real number k such that every member of X is greater than or equal to k. Okay, k is less than or equal to X. No element less than k is an element of S. In that case, we say that that set is bounded below. Okay, so what is the definition for a bounded set? Then we define a bounded set. A set is said to be bounded if it is bounded above as well as bounded below. This is the definition for bounded set. That means there exists an element k and another real number k such that k is less than equal to X is less than equal to capital K for all X belongs to S. For every element in S, if X is such that X lies between K and K, then we say that that set is bounded. That means there is a lower bound and also an upper bound. Okay. Then we say that this set is bounded set. Then we come to what? A supremum and infimum of a set. Consider a bounded above set. K is the upper bound as we have discussed earlier. Then every number greater than K is also an upper bound. So we have a collection of upper bound. Collection of infinite collection of upper bound. K, K1, K2, K3 etc. All real number which are greater than K is also an upper bound. Now this collection is an infinite set and it is bounded below. Bounded below by the number K. Because K is the smallest element of all those upper bound. All other elements are greater than K. Okay. So consider the set of all upper bounds which is an infinite set and is bounded below by the member of set S. It is bounded below by K and all the member of S because K is a upper bound. So all elements of S are less than or equal to K. So all elements of that set K1, K2, K3 which are greater than K, then the members are also one lower bound. Let M be an upper bound of S. Let M be an upper bound of S and is the smallest of all upper bound of S. Then we say that it is the least upper bound. That means the smallest of all upper bound, that is the least upper bound, and that element is known as supremum of the set S. Supremum may belongs to the set, may not belongs to the set. That is another thing we will discuss. But what is the definition for supremum? That is the smallest of all upper bound of a set S is said to be supremum of a set S. Similarly, we will discuss infimum of a set. A set bounded below determine an infinite set of lower bound, and the greatest of all these member is called greatest lower bound or infimum of the set. That means greatest of all the lower bounds. If a set is bounded below, we have several lower bound of the set. It is bounded below. So let K be a lower bound. K is a lower bound. Okay. That means K is less than or equal to X when X for all X belongs to S. Now K1 is less than K. So K1 is less than equal to X obviously. So K1 is also a lower bound. K2 is less than K1. Then K2 is less than equal to X. So K2 is also a lower bound. So we get all infinite element of lower bound, and all these collection have a greatest element. It may be K or some other element. That number is called infimum. That is greatest of all lower bound. Greatest of all lower bound is called infimum of the set. Greatest of all lower bound is infimum of set. So you need to remember the definition of supremum and infimum. Okay, so this is the definition for supremum of a set and infimum of a set. So what we have discussed today: bounded set, bounded above, bounded below, supremum and infimum, set of upper bounds, set of lower bounds. Okay, so we will discuss few examples related to this in the next video.